Welcome to Infinity Rising. I'm Kelly Jane Livingston, and I am feeling these energies. I am feeling free, and I am feeling loved, and the whole universe has opened its heart to me. I am having wonderful ancient visions. My past life memories, my soul memories are returning to me. And God is transforming me from within. I am so full of light, and I see things so clearly, and I am just so happy to be alive, to be awakened, to be a vessel for the Most High, and to be on my chosen path. I have been on a journey that is just incredible. I am living miracles upon miracles upon miracles. And, it's like I want the whole world to get to experience this. And I know they have it within them. And I know that I'm so full of love and blessings that I am overflowing. And I want to help give from my overflow, and to create and to share and to teach and to love and to be in the highest vibrational frequency that I can, so that I can be the best blessing to the world that I can. I have been through such darkness in this path, and I have gone through despair, and I have been broken, and I have been healed, and I have gone through the fire and everything for you. My soul has broken through dimensions of consciousness to get here, and we have surrendered to our highest mission. We have healed, we have done the work with God, and we have risen to our highest selves. Holy miracles are unfolding, and every day I'm like, wow, God, how could I be so loved? How could I have not seen this before? Now it's saturating so much that I'm really I'm really feeling it. I've been through so much pain, and I've had my heart broken countless times, and all I have suffered has proven to be worth it. And that pain was a teacher. That pain helped me to transform. And this has all been God's incredible alchemy, this entire life, this incarnation, everything that I've gone through, all my struggles, everything. As I am the butterfly, I have been master crafted, and my wingspan is massive. I have really been through such an incredible ride. This incarnation, and I mean in all other timelines. I am one with everything, with the infinity of it, and God is blessing me, and I know that. We have won. We won the war, and this is time for us to be free on earth. And God's promise to us was that we would have unto earth as into heaven. We have inherited the earth, and we are angels walking among this earth. We are here to raise our frequency with Mother Gaia, and to live in unity and love and light and freedom. No longer can the slave systems slow us down or try to block what God is doing. The expired systems of the third dimension no longer can no longer sustain it. It was designed to fail. It was designed to be a cage. When our souls are truly awakened and free and sovereign, there are no bars. We vibrate so high and so powerful that we dissolve all matter. There is no cage that can contain our eternal souls. And we have broken the matrix. This is God's highest plan. And I realize that there are still some who are not quite awake yet, and they still don't see what's happening because they have to knock the sleep out of their eyes. But this is happening. And now we have to act as if, because we already know that we won the war in the spirit realm. We already know that. But we have to act as if. We have to walk in our divine authority. And we have to really look at this world and the way they designed it to be a cage, and to change it, to make it the opposite of that, what God truly intended. And what God wants for us is for us to take our power back and be free. Because it hurts God when we choose the devil over God, over our divine creator. And we can embrace God and truly free our souls from the bondage and chains of the slave world. But we gotta change the systems. We've got to make sure that we're not feeding the beast anymore, and that we're feeding a new earth. We can unify and we can figure things out on the earth level. It's really, when we think about the basic necessities that humanity hasn't been given, it's been slavery by design. They have been siphoning on our energy for far too long. And we're so awakened, and so many are awakening, that this can't be stopped. The age of light is here. We're here for it. Our higher selves are here for it, and we have a divine purpose, and we are here to keep shining the light. And I know some people have tried to dim our light or to stomp it out completely, but nothing can stop what God is doing. And the harder the devil tries to fight us, the stronger we get. We are resilient. We are protected in the armor of God. We have the best, highest spirit team in the universe fighting our battles for us. We do not carry grudges or resentments. We are too high vibrational and protected to play the games and tactics that the dark forces uses to try to manipulate us. This divine unfolding of events is happening, and whether or not everyone is awakened to it, we are all creators of our own reality, and every reality that you create is true. It's valid. It's correct because you created it. You are the conscious creator of your reality. But we are also connected on a higher dimension. We are all the same light incarnated in different vessels, and though we may think differently and have different blueprints and soul missions on this earth, we are all here for God, and there is a higher plan unfolding. And, things like that, it's really hard to debate anymore. The signs and synchronicities when you're in flow with the universe, it's proven. It's proven that we can rise to be the creators and the conscious creators of our holographic simulations, and that we are multi-dimensional beings, and there are higher selves that want to be able to be angels in our lives and carry us to our highest blessing. But if we are clouded, or if we are in fear, or if we are blocked in any of our chakras, then we're not receptive to our crown chakras, because all of our other chakras need to be lit up in order for our crown chakra to truly activate. I do have a list to read, and I may have to do this in another video, or I can just do it in this one. I created a list of 30 signs that you are a chosen one. And you know what, I think I'm going to do this in a future video because I want to put some more thought into it. But I've really got a good divine inspiration there, and I think it will help people to really understand their identity and their path in this life, because chosen ones are here on a higher path and have a higher purpose, and sometimes we're not fully in tune to what the universe is unfolding for us because we're at different stages of it. But for someone who's come through many obstacles in my path, I've written down a lot of the things that I feel are unique about chosen ones as opposed to I don't like to say NPCs, but you know what I mean. And it would have been helpful if someone was able to bring that to me a long time ago, but I know that wasn't. I was meant to find God, maybe the hard way, but I found God. And, you know, it wasn't the conventional way. So, but I think we can definitely help others to find their true paths in this life, where we're not having to slave for an economy that was created to enslave us. Our souls actually have missions, and we have different things that we want to experience and to work from and to heal from, and we signed up for various tasks and things like that, and we're naturally doing it whether we're plugged into it or not. But when we are plugged into it, then we realize that there is a whole new way of thinking about things, and that we've got to use the powers that God has given us to help us to properly navigate our ships and to be free from attachments to lower dimensional entities that are parasitic on us. And this is really where unity comes in too, because we all have to be out of the matrix. We need to either shift currencies or just start taking back the land and doing things ourselves, like growing our own food, and doing things that are healthy, and, you know, start, obviously we need to be conscious about how we spend our money. If we're feeding the beast system, then, you know, we're keeping it alive. And there are parasitic corporations and, they're out there by design to be a drain on humanity. It's government agencies, media, companies, all of these things, they use the symbols, and we recognize the patterns. So it's a whole new way of doing things and thinking about the world, because the constructs of the matrix are mostly mental, because they told us and drilled it into our minds over and over and over that we had to be part of the economy, that we had to reduce ourselves into these roles so that we can survive and make an income and support ourselves and our families, and that's all well and good and all, but they are trying to subtract from our connection to God and put us into these cages and siphon our energy. They know what they're doing, and they know that they've been playing us for fools on this planet for a really long time. They've been getting away with it, and it's time that we realize that this is a quantum matrix, a simulation of oppression, and that there is freedom in rising above it and reclaiming our vibrational frequency and our divine alignment with God and our souls and our soul missions for incarnating here. Because we weren't meant to stay in the third dimension. We weren't meant to stay in a parasitic matrix. And we are changing the world. I'm gonna grab my tea. Okay, I'm grateful for angels in my life who have blessed me or come in some way to help solidify my light and to affirm the blessings and miracles that God is working through us internally. And because we are not just going through this alone, we are part of a collective of other divine beings and angels on this earth who are going through this awakening process, this ascension journey, this coming home to Creator. And I'm so grateful for you. I am so grateful for my soul family, for my soul sisters, for all the angels who have blessed me in my life. I love you, and I don't say it enough, because honestly my heart feels it so much that my throat chakra can't keep up. And no matter what I say, I just it's never good enough. And I feel that sometimes. I just, my soul loves you, but not just my soul, my human heart loves you. And I love you so much that it breaks me wide open with light. And words will never be good enough to express. But I'm getting used to that, as words are never good enough to express. Is that God's love is pure and powerful, and it is something you just cannot describe. And words would cheapen what it is. You just have to know it. You have to feel it. You have to walk in it, and you have to experience it. through your own simulation. I am making positive connections, and I'm meeting, everything's coming in divine alignment. I meet beautiful souls, and you know, I get out there a little bit. You know, I'm have a gym membership, and you know, it's kind of a good family community, and I meet a lot of angels who are walking on this earth, and I am so happy to be attracting such beauty and love into my life. And you know, I love my soul family on Twitter and on TikTok and, you know, everywhere. I love you guys. You know, even if we've never met or you've never seen me before, I love you because our souls are together, you know. We are all God consciousness, and we're living in the eternal now and oneness together as light beings for New Earth. So, the sun hides behind a cloud and then you can't see me. I'm in a really, really happy, peaceful state, and I don't think anything could ever break this. And if anything even wanted to or tried, that is just sad. You know, it's sad that you would want to break my peace after I've gone through so much war. And you know, I've really freed my soul, and I did it as an act of love to help humanity to be free and to take back their power too. And we did everything with the intention and purpose for God's highest good. We have given our lives to the Most High. This alchemy comes with sacrifice. We have to feel it in order to heal it, and we have. And we love you. And you know, I want to warn people though that there is a weight to the actions that they take, especially when they attack chosen ones, that you are messing with God, and that if you try to low vibe or dishonor a chosen one, there are consequences for your actions. Mostly consequences that you will feel personally in your life, as you know you blew it with someone who was put into your life to be a blessing, and that you blew it. You couldn't raise to be your highest selves, and you really showed, you know, your demons. So we have to be careful. God says, touch not my anointed, and I would never do to my enemies what they did to me, but you know, that is a blessing that they are removed from my life, and that I have moved on to find higher alignments and real angels in this world who are making a difference and shining their light and doing God's work. And I choose to stay in my place of gratitude, but when I think of my life and the timelines that I've had and the experiences along the way, I feel sad for so many higher timelines could have manifested, but many couldn't rise to meet me on my frequency, so they low vibed, and it was quite an experience to awaken to God and the infinite love in my heart, and to be I'm a treasure in this world that they treated quite literally like trash. And the whole universe saw that. My God, my King, my ancestors, all of heaven saw that. And because I have never walked alone, and I know this. They've been with me through everything, and those who have wronged me have made enemies. So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That is an easy rule for us to follow. It's not hard. And I realize that, the devil did everything to try to trip me up and to traumatize me and to keep me off of my divine mission and my chosen path. Clearly, that didn't work. And nothing can stop my soul from spreading love and speaking truth and sharing from the overflow. And, we love you. We love you, and no amount of hate or trauma that you throw at us can stop us from fulfilling our highest mission and from showing you and telling you of the love that we are. Our multidimensional souls have broken through so much to get here and to be able to shine this bright. It is by incredible miracles to be here and in all of my selves. So what else is there? There's so much more. But I may save for another day. I'm going to do another video on the signs that you are a chosen one after I go over my list, and I might add a couple things to it and add a couple notes to it as well, so I can present that to you in the way that I feel it deserves. And I've been doing some TikToks. I've been trying to do a little bit of that every day. Patreon, I am taking a little bit of time to refocus and because I really want Army of Angels to be done properly. That is my vision for unity and New Earth, and I don't want to just be solo in it. And as of right now, my life, I need to work with other chosen ones. I think what would be really wonderful is for us to have a Zoom meeting where chosen ones can freely talk and to come up with a plan for New Earth, and to speak realistically about what we're manifesting for the Golden Age. And, that's what I want to secure land for. That is Infinity Rising Army of Angels. And that is so we can actually get together and be high vibrational in the physical, enjoying Mother Earth, doing healing and, spa treatments and, things where we're vibrating high with Mother Earth, and we're living, on healthy organic food that was, given love, and everything's high vibrational, everything's beautiful, everything is magical. And, places where we can be safe to unify beautiful souls and to share and help each other. And that's ultimately what I want Army of Angels Patreon to be, is a group, place for us to really unite and to have an open dialogue and conversation about the divine unfoldings of our lives and our spiritual missions for incarnating here. And I'll still have, I'll still do my light work here, on Infinity Rising, I'm sure, and, but to create something that's more community based, I think that is where I really want to transition Army of Angels to, is New Earth sanctuaries, and that we can be a global healing mission, not just for one sanctuary, but for multiple sanctuaries that are run by blessed and gifted souls who have amazing healing gifts to help others, and to it's really my soul mission to unify God's army of angels, and to create a mission. And sometimes I think in the earth realm, like, this isn't happening as fast as I want it to, because I really have already mapped it out. And my spirit guides are amazing. We are a wonderful team over here in Kelly Land, Infinity Land. So I love my hummingbird sticker and my pink cup. I'm all about pink this year, and that is just one of my things lately. More pink stuff. And I got a pink backpack, a pink bicycle, a pink Sonicare toothbrush, pink yoga mat. Yeah. But we talked about that in my last video, and I'm good with that. I think in San Diego, like the last 12 years or something, it was light blue, and now I'm going through another level of my healing. So I think like the light blue is symbolic for angel heaven and all of that, but now I'm pink. I'm more pure, reborn, and I am safe in God and in the armor of God enough to be soft in my feminine energy. And I'm allowing myself to be soft in a cruel world, because that is strength. That is true strength, is to be able to do that and to have the courage to be everything that the devil tried to do to destroy. We didn't go black. We didn't. You know, not that black isn't a good color. Black is a color for protection, and sometimes we need black, but, you know, I do love me some black. But all colors of the rainbow are magical, and they all have different blessings for us in different ways. And I think, like, different souls go through different color phases on their journey. It's just part of it, you know, our auras, and we're moving through this world too, and we're manifesting and embodying different energies, and we can really embody any energy that we want to or that we wish to at any time, just like spirit animals or anything. We just become one with it and embody it, and there's no limits to us as far as spirit goes. We can do anything. And yeah, so what else is there? Really, I'm excited. I am in two different worlds, because in the earth level, it feels like why hasn't it happened yet? You know, because it's like we've worked so hard in multiple dimensions, and we know that we have manifested our miracles, but we're also here in the 3D like, wait, there's still a matrix? Like, why? And, you know, we really are praying for God to speed our blessings and to give us land so that we can really create these missions and make new earth communities and sanctuaries where high vibrational souls can work together, and, you know, to create sovereign communities of light and places where we can really create a true and just world that honors spirit and honors God, and that we are all living in the light. We are all sacred and protected in the armor of God. Healing is a way of life for New Earth. And I've been saying this for a long time. I am working my healing just as everyone is going through things in their lives, and things will trigger us in our holographic realities. Things will come up to trigger us to do that healing, to fix the broken parts of ourselves. I mean, we're not really broken, but our programming has been through different traumas and manipulations. There have been tactics used to block us from our highest blessings. So I'm here at this point where I'm like, okay, I have battled myself for a long time. You know, I'm battling, you know, growing up poor in this world, and, you know, living in scarcity and lack, and, you know, fight or flight, because I haven't had a home in ever in this life, really, that was stable. And so many different things. But I'm like, I'm manifesting my reality. I am conscious creator of this script. And if I haven't made it yet, and I am not still, someone who has land and has my sanctuary and New Earth community and everything, I feel like things are moving much slower in the 3D than I deserve. So much better than this third dimensional life that is trying to keep me from fulfilling my soul mission, from fulfilling God's highest mission, which is what it really is. I am just a conduit of it, a messenger, and a bringer of light. So I pray, I take it to God, and I'm like, okay, I trust your timing. But, I feel like the dam is getting pretty ready to burst here. And, I keep getting signs from the universe telling me to cry. I see it on every license. Like, I'll see it 20 times a day. Cry. And if the dam breaks, the dam breaks. And I'm ready for the dam to break. If that comes with me crying, and, I am good with that. Either way, the dam's gonna break. I'd rather the dam break by bringing abundance and prosperity into my life. That is the dam that is really about to burst. And the pressure is surmounting. So I've never asked for money for my light work. I have never sold my soul to the devil. I've never done anything. I am here to be free in God's light and in God's love. But donations are appreciated and needed. Because it's not easy to just be a light worker and to not get paid for it. I do the work because that's God's plan for me. And that is my soul mission for incarnating here. That's my sacred work. And I will do it under any circumstance. Nothing will stop me from doing what my soul is called to do. Is to create a better world. To spread truth. To spread light. To spread love. And to help empower humanity and everyone to take back theirs. And to be leaders in this world. The rise of the divine feminine will save us all. And she is rising. She's had enough. She's been silenced for far too long. And she needs to be heard. And everyone needs to learn to have the ears to listen to what she's saying. Because she doesn't always speak through words. She speaks through her heart. And the only way we can be receiving of her word is to open our hearts. She loves us, and she is us, and she is the healer. We are rising to our highest divine potential. We're growing and evolving and manifesting higher timelines, living in oneness with God. And we're changing the world. I'm so ready to do as much as I can. I feel like I am just bursting with energy and plans and ideas and things, because I've been having these conversations with God and my guides for so long. Like, I feel like I am just bursting to create and to heal and help people. And I am ready for higher alignments and abundance in my life so that I can do more and continue to help others, because this is wonderful, and I have a light, and I want to share my healing and to leave my highest mark in this world, and to leave behind a better world than the world that I inherited. And we deserve it. Our children and future generations deserve it. So support Infinity Rising, support my light, support my mission. This is all of us. This is God. This is the whole universe, and we are aligned to it. We are surrendering to it. This all comes to freedom for us in the end. We are the butterfly. We have crawled through this world as caterpillars for long enough. We did the work with God, and now we are emerging from our cocoons as the beautiful butterflies that Creator has master crafted. We are rising to infinity and beyond, and nothing can stop what God has done. This is our alchemy, this is our time, and we have so many blessings to share, so we shouldn't be limited or hindered in our ability to bless the world. For God has put us here with intention. We have gone through and experienced this life and put in the alchemy. We suffered for this. We paid the price for this. And it was all because of love. And for God's highest plan. It's incredible. So help Infinity Rising. Links are below. Even just share, comment, like, subscribe. The only way we're gonna get out of darkness is together, unified as a family of light. And I love you, and I see nothing but wonderful, beautiful, incredible, great things ahead for us in the future. And I know that love will prevail, and that everything's gonna be wonderful. It already is. And your beautiful soul is living proof of that. So keep being the light, keep shining it. You know, it's so important. You don't always know how much you make an impact on someone, but you know, when you are high vibrational, you make a lasting impact. So your acts have a rippling effect in the universe, and it ripples beyond what we can see in the third dimension. It is every act of good, every love, every kind act that you have given has been seen and appreciated and is honored by the whole universe. So feel good in that, and pat yourself on the back for all the love that you are, because no one knows what darkness you had to go through in order to shine so bright. And but God does. God sees that, and God loves you for that, and you are beautiful. All right, guys, I love you. Namaste to you, incredible souls out there working your missions for light and finding your soul tribes and unifying. I am so down for this new earth. Let's go. It's our time. We were created for such a time as this. Thank you, God, for these miracles. Thank you, universe. We love you. We accept. And we will walk forward in our divine purpose, into our destiny. And we know that we are not alone. All right, guys. I love you. God bless you. Bye.